How's it going, guys? Welcome back to the channel, and it's been nearly 2 weeks now since I've last watched an episode of Gunsmoke. Just trying to get back to it. Obviously, when I was away for the wedding, trying to catch up with reactions, I was doing some of the movies, so finally starting to try and get back and get some of the episodes of Gunsmoke. And this is episode 6 of season 1. I think it's called Night Incident. So yeah, let's get into it, and hopefully for another really good episode. She looks terrified. Jeez. It was like real horror film imagery right there.
Could I ask you what you're doing, Mr. Dillon?
Making tea.
You want some? Tea? Hot tea? It's 115 outside. Must be at least 110 in here. You me while you're drinking tea? Hot tea?
Well, it's the thing I heard.
Tea actually is refreshing. It does take the thirst away.
The hotter you get, the more hot tea you drink. You sweat more and you feel the heat less. Are you gonna have some?
There you go.
Well.
Marshal Dillon.
Hello, Miss White.
Hello, Mr. White.
It's my boy I've come about.
Oh, I know Timmy.
That's
He's a real
dirt.
nice little fella.
It's just that since his father died, he's never made many friends. He's always invented his own. It's harmless. All around town, they're calling my boy a liar.
A liar at his age?
It's probably got to
Do
do
you
the thing at
believe
the
you?
start. Those two people.
He thinks you're the greatest man in the world. A monstrous man and woman who live in a strange, secret place somewhere outside of town. Go out and rob and murder.
That's what the shadows were.
Do you see why I've come to you for
It's
help?
definitely a man and a woman.
Well, I'll do what I can, Mrs. White. Just so long as you realize it's a little out of my call.
Just so long as you make Timmy realize.
Just standing beside him.
Gee, Mr. Marshall, I never been this close to you before. Well, I tell him at school. You called me by name. Except they'll think I'm lying.
His own hat as well.
You think I'm a liar, Mr. Marshall?
Well, it depends. I haven't heard your tall tales yet.
They're not tall tales. She is.
Well, who's she, Tim?
An Indian.
Well, what have you told me outside of the fact that White Fawn's an Indian?
Well, folks don't have time for her either. More than that, Mr. Marshall. White Fawn and I followed them all the way out to this place on the road. We hid in the brush and
Watch
Why
what?
did you take Marshall Dillon with you?
watched him jump out of the sky, kill the man, take his money, and
I don't believe a word you've said.
you
God.
don't?
No, I don't. No, you couldn't because you're lying about the whole thing.
I would show you. Yes, sir.
You got it. A word of honor.
He's our friend. He promised.
Wish they won't come tonight or something.
You don't look like you've been asleep.
Let her alone and come over here. $8.33.
What? You idiot. Oh, clever.
Just another 100. Then we'll be all right.
Now what?
You see, Mr. Marshall?
How don't you know I'm sorry I ever doubted you, Tim?
No, I mean about White Fawn.
Would you let me tell your mother about that I've seen the people you talked about?
But you promised.
Yeah, but it's the...
That's right, I did. It might be kind of a good way to let people know you're not a liar, too.
Yeah.
I'm not a liar, Mr. Marshall. You know that now.
He's probably thinking that he won't be able to play with his friend anymore. Ooh.
man before. A year ago or 4 years ago. Maybe just walking down this street.
Oh, he never
Seeing
actually
you
saw
right
them,
now.
did he? He just heard the voices.
Dodge, mister, but I keep thinking I've seen you before.
Well, maybe you have. I've been here before, off and on. You're Marshal Dillon. I'll mind my own business, Marshal.
He even looks dodgy. Maybe
Would
they're
you-
just a struggling
would you say
couple,
you've been
but
kinda
he
stepped
alluded
on,
that they kill people as well, so that's a whole other thing
You
altogether.
know his
You know?
name?
Edward R. Hinton.
Does he have an account with you?
That's right.
And where does he live? What does he do for a living?
I'll tell you one thing, Marshal. Mr. Hinton's proud as he's honest.
What about it, Tim?
I can't do it, Mr. Marshal. You promised you wouldn't make me.
Well, I'm asking you to release me from that promise, Tim.
Do their robbing and killing? They'll do something to White Fawn.
No, I'll see that they don't.
No, is he? Kinda has to go along with it. But
All right, Mr. Marshal.
you can see
I'll
why
take you.
Marshall wants to do it.
But when I do, you won't let nothing happen to White Fawn?
I promise. There?
Ambush.
Well, he's probably in position by now. I think I'll let you two off and just ride over there.
Oh, no. She'll be there in the brush somewhere watching.
Rock.
Maybe he should have
No
brought
matter what
someone else
happens,
with
stay
him.
there.
Chester maybe or someone.
To make his home in Kansas.
I'm gonna move a little. I can't see nothing from here.
No.
What are you doing?
Oh jeez.
What are you doing? You stay here, both of you.
Did he tell the marshal that she had a gun?
She's coming with me, Marshal. Let her go and I won't shoot you.
I'm not gonna hurt her.
And you're not gonna keep her.
First, give me a good reason, Hinton. Tell me why I should let her go.
9 years, Marshal. They're reason enough. My wife got taken by the Cheyennes 9 years ago, Marshal. I looked for her all that time. I worked till I got the money, and then start the hunt again. The Cheyennes move around. Last month, I found her. I needed a wagon and mules and supplies to get me and my wife and her daughter out to Oregon. Right, but I didn't feel I had to answer how it was I picked up a daughter.
That's fair enough, but didn't he say you were killing people though?
That's why we live.
So she's his stepdaughter?
Somehow, when and if I can.
Yes, you will. And you'll make it. I'll see that you do.
Think I can.
You'll have to spend a while paying for what you did. Maybe longer than you think is right, but it'll come to an end. During that time, I'll see the White Fawn's taken care of.
You will?
After that, I'm going to wave the three of you off to Oregon myself.
Some people were killed because of it. So they have to pay their time in jail, but then eventually he'll send them off. Okay, so that was episode 6, Night Incident. And not one of the stronger episodes, and a bit of a strange one. I still kind of questioning what actually happened. Like, are they going to go to jail for a while? Like, they were robbing people, so he's going to give them time in jail, I think, and then going to let him go. Yeah, kind of a strange one. It's hard to get my head around it, to be honest. I did like the kind of little hero worship though with the kid and Marshall at the beginning. Initial execution was interesting, with like, oh, he's telling the truth, but no one's believing him. But as it went on, yeah, I don't think it kind of met its expectation of what it was building to for me in that one. And they're kind of an uneven episode, not one of the strongest ones for me personally. But hopefully episode 7 will be a return to form. But until next time, guys, it's long fall.